This is the McCurdy Real Estate at Auction Varsity pregame show. Coach Christina Commons reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate at Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Commons with Kevin Arkin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Grizzlies Girls Soccer. Today we are at East High for a doubleheader. And because East High does not have lights, it will be reversing the order today. Varsity will play first at the top of the hour, and that will be followed immediately by the junior varsity contest. We want to thank our good friends at McCurdy Real Estate and Auction for sponsoring our pregame show, as they always do. And we're joined by our head varsity coach, Christina Commons. Coach, welcome. And have you thawed out yet from the weekend?
Oh man, that took a long time on Saturday. Because I think even when I went to bed, I was still in my layers of clothing and I could not get warm.
I could not either. And for those of you watching this who tuned in on Saturday trying to find a game, we had to call it off. Our broadcast got rained out. It started raining 10 minutes before we were going to go on the air. And it rained throughout the entire game. And by the time the game was over, it was actually snowing at South High. So we were weathered out, and that's just the way it is. But it was still a very well-played final and a very competitive final. And overall, you have to say it was a good tournament for the girls.
It really was. We definitely learned some things about ourselves, what our potential is, things we still need to work on. I think every time you go out and play, you always find those moments. But I also think we saw what we were doing well. I think that's where we really focused, was what was working for us and what we need to continue to do to continue with positive outcomes.
The final ended up a penalty kick shootout, and it went 6 rounds. I mean, it couldn't have been more exciting, and it's unfortunate that we came up one shot short at the very, very end. But the disappointment to me seemed to erode very quickly, as we had a team brunch right after the game, and the girls were very upbeat at that event.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think they were more excited just to recap it, and I mean, talking about the little things that had happened, the breakaway we got from a couple different opportunities from our forwards, the fact that most of the game we had the ball, we had the possession, we were passing very well. We tried a new formation, and I think it worked in our favor against that team. But more importantly is the girls together, and kind of what you got to witness at the brunch, the happy, the excitement, the joy, the fun. We actually got to see it in practice as well today on Monday. Like, we were playing a little game, little small-sided possession, and girls were laughing. They were joking. They were having a good time with it, as well as picking up the pace of the play. And I think those moments when you can take outside of the field, like we did at brunch, having the fun, the team unity and all that, and then also being able to bring it back into practice the next time they get together, your team's growing and going to become phenomenal.
We turn our attention now to City League play, our first City League contest today at East High. East High is always tough, especially in their own backyard. I just hate playing there. Between the highway noise and looking directly into the sun, and the fact that it's a turf field that's really not a very good turf field in my own opinion, and the lack of facilities that they have for us, it's not my favorite place to go to. And we've not had very good luck there as well. I think all of that gets put together. So today we want to change that.
Yeah, and kind of knowing, I feel like East has kind of been like us. We've had our ups, we've had our downs. I'm hoping that we're in more of the upside than what they are right now. But I think it's going to be a fun competitive. I think this is going to be where we can really contest and see how much we've grown since that very first game of the season to
Right.
now, which is only what, 4 games? Like, we've had 4 games. Like,
Yeah.
you're on your 5th, and let's see how much you've gotten better.
Any any changes strategically that you're thinking about as far as formations or personnel or anything like that?
Well, formations, I mean, we've got two very strong, different formations that have this different presence with them. So still kind of thinking about back and forth which one we're going to show with today. But one of the big decision makings, I know you're going to ask me later, injuries, is Nevaeh. She is out for us probably this whole entire week, maybe some of next week.
Uh,
She got kneed in the back of the head, still with some headaches and everything. So we want to make a cautious return for her. So being down a defender is going to change some things of where I can put some of my offense because I have been moving them up, and so much has happened with that movement. Um, so there's a lot to consider on where we're going to place people tonight.
does is was Nevaeh diagnosed with a concussion, or was it not that serious, or do we know?
They did end up because she did end up having some headaches over the weekend still and into Monday. They are diagnosing it as a concussion, so she is going to have to go through the getting cleared by a doctor. Then they
Right.
can start doing the progress of getting back to play. Which she was like, I'll be back Thursday. It'll be all right. I'll be fine for Thursday. And I think so many people want to come back. They want to play. They want to get back on the court. Doesn't matter if it's basketball, soccer, volleyball, football. All players want to do it, right? But I think in the long term, kids also need to think, do I need you for the game we have this week, or do I need you in another week? Do I need you in 2 weeks? Which one would be more valuable? Because if she does get another injury right now, then I'm out probably the rest of the season with her.
Yeah.
And the comeback would be challenging. So as much as I'm like, yes, I do need her. I do want her back. I want all my players all year long. But at the same time, we've got to think about it a little bit more of a long stretch with her.
Well, and you also have to think about the players, safety and health as well. Concussions are nothing to take lightly by any means, and we want to make sure she's 100% before we expose her again. So
Uh,
I would never argue with holding her out on that basis. But you're right; it's going to make a hole. And would
Yeah.
that hole mean that you would have to keep Lillian back?
That's kind of what we were playing with in practice. We could have Lillian back there. I might try somebody else as a center back and see how that goes. Just because I like um, Aaliyah as a vocal person. She encourages their team. She communicates very well, not just with her back line, but also those in front of her. She might be a great aspect to have back there with Toby. Um, but Schilling is one that I know I can put back there and I can respect her and she knows what she wants to do. But I also sometimes I wonder, is her moving up and that excitement of I get out of defense, is that what pushes her and gives her that extra drive? Because every time she's up there, she's just go and things happen. And
She's
so
very
who knows?
offensively minded when she's up there.
Yeah,
She takes that change from defense to offense very quickly. And yeah, there's lot of energy up there when she's playing up. So that makes it a tough decision for you as to whether to hold her back now or to set or to put her up front.
yeah.
I
She's
don't
good in
envy
both
making
places.
that decision.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we're going to wish you the best of luck here in our City League opener. And, go get it. Let's go get that first W. And we'll look forward to a visit with you before our home opener on Thursday night.
Perfect. Thank you.
Head coach Christina Commons joining us on the McCurdy Real Estate and Auction pregame show. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 60-second timeout and then be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the East High Blue Aces. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right to
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Brewing, Colson, and Kitsch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 Northridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Willena family in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to East High School. We are on the East High soccer field for a City League doubleheader today that will feature your Northwest Grizzlies and the East High Blue Aces. We apologize for the loud music. We are sitting 6 feet from the PA speakers, and they are playing at full volume what they claim to be music.
Yeah, definitely. It's oh, there we go. We have a break for the moment.
Ashley Isbell, as you can hear, is on the other microphone, and I think I'm going to start off here by talking a little bit about what happened on Saturday. For those of you who tried to tune in on Saturday, we definitely apologize for your being unable to listen to the game. We had everything set up down at South High for breakfast with the Grizzlies, and 5 minutes before we were scheduled to go on the air, it started to rain. And we held off a little bit thinking the rain would pass. And it did not. It got worse, and it rained throughout the entire game. We had to shut everything down and back it up right away, of course. And it rained throughout the entire game, and it's a real shame, Ashley, because that was one of the better games of the year.
It is a shame, and even by the end of the game, there was snowflakes.
It was snowing when the game ended, and it was cold, and it was windy, and it was miserable, and I'm still not thawed out yet.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You heard my wisecrack to Coach Commons about whether she's thawed out or not yet. That was what I was referring to, was the weather on Saturday and what it did. Here at East High, Here at East High, they do not well, they are going to do intros now that I think about it.
They usually do intros.
Yeah, they do them. So, and I'm not going to try and compete with their PA announcer.
And especially with it being, right behind us.
Yeah, due to the locale of the speakers. So as they walk out, we're going to go ahead and turn it over to him. I'll recap the starters as soon as he finishes. Nothing exciting as far as Northwest is concerned. Nothing unusual in the starting lineup.
And kind of to jump back, if you weren't aware, we went
Christmas.
This is awful. We went into PKs on Saturday morning, and I mean it was such a good game. They played their hearts out with it being miserable, cold, and just in 6 rounds is finally when we lost it. But they did an amazing job.
They did. The wind here is blowing at about 30 miles an hour. They issued a clean underwear alert this morning. And they warned us it would be windy today. It's also supposed to be windy Thursday for our home opener.
Yeah, but not as windy tomorrow.
Huh?
Not as windy tomorrow. We're going to get a break from the wind tomorrow, and then it's back.
Oh, then we get it back on Thursday? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're looking forward. We haven't been home yet. This is our 5th game, and we've been on the road for 5 in a row. This is the last game of the road trip. We go home for 1 game.
And there's some of the girls that are actually excited to finally be at home.
Say what?
There's some of the girls that are excited to finally have a home game.
Yeah, we haven't had a home
season.
game yet. So we will be home on Thursday night, and for the life of me, I can't remember who we're playing.
Yes, we are playing Derby.
Huh?
We are playing Derby.
Derby, that's right. Non-league contest against the Panthers on Thursday night. We have that grudge match with Derby every year. So Ubaldo Romero is the center referee today. Alan Peel is one of the ARs. I do not recognize the other. But I would say we have a pretty good crew. Ubaldo does a great job. And the players are making their way now to the center spot for the introduction of the starters and the national anthem. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the PA announcer. We'll be back.
Welcome to the campus of Wichita East High School. Today's Greater Wichita Athletic League matchup between the visiting Northwest Grizzlies and your Wichita East Blue Aces. Now, let's meet the starters from the visiting Northwest Grizzlies. Raylan Grant, Liliana Hernandez, Lillian Schilling, Amaya Alvarez, Emily Bravo, Aaliyah Tercios, Audrey Woodsma, Jasmine McHugh, Kimberly Johnston, Toby Mitchell, and Bonnie Reda. The Grizzlies are coached by Christina Common. your starters for your Wichita East Blue Aces. Starting in goal, number 00, a senior, Jocelyn Villarreal. Number 2, a senior, Joanna Montes. Number 4, a senior, Amaya Hamilton. Number 5, junior, Alyssa Autry. Number 6, a senior, Shay Potter. Number 7, a senior, Dalila Quesada. Number 8, a senior, Lana Shaheen. Number 10, a sophomore, Ashley Montanez. Number 11, a sophomore, Vianelli Gutierrez. Number 14, a junior, Rihanna Angel. And number 21, a freshman, Bella Minor. The Aces are coached by Frank Tapp and assisted by Diego Garcia and Rodrigo Amaya. Now, if you would please rise and remove your caps as we honor the passing of one of our former players, Natalia Gonzalez. She graduated in 2018, and our thoughts and prayers are with her family at this moment. Please honor her in a moment of silence. Thank you. Now, please continue to stay standing as we pay tribute to America with the playing of our national anthem.
That's the national anthem here at East High. As we get set for the start of this contest, a quick review of the starters for Northwest. In goal, Liliana Hernandez. Midfielder, Emily Bravo. Midfielder, Raylan Grant. Midfielder, Adri Bootsma. Defender, Toby Mitchell. Defender, Aaliyah Tercios. Defender, Bonnie Rada. Midfielder, Jameson McHugh. Midfielder, Amaya Alvarez. Defender, Lillian Schilling. And forward, Kimberly Johnston. Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons, and she's assisted by Michelle Lawrence. For East High, in goal, Villarreal, number 1. On defense, Montañez, number 2. Hamilton at forward, number 4. Defender, Autry, number 5. Quesada on defense, number 7. Number 8, Shaheen at midfield. Number 10, Montanez at midfield. Number 11, Gutierrez at midfield. Number 14, Rihanna Angel at midfield. Number 17, Landeros on defense. And number 21, Minor at midfield. The Blue Aces are coached by Fred Kep. He's assisted by Diego Garcia and Rodrigo Amaya. this will be a good way to start off the City League, Ashley, to get a nice W here on the road at East High.
Absolutely, and I know East is also wanting to get that W2 because last I checked they were 0-4 so far into the season. But I think this is also their first City League match, just like us.
Grizzlies are in their road white uniforms, navy blue for East High, and the Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the first half. You can see the cars on Interstate I-35 in the background. The highway is literally less than 100 yards away from the soccer field. So you may hear an occasional horn as they go by. Raylan Grant fighting for it at the 30. This is being a multi-purpose field. It is used for JV football as well as for soccer.
Grizzlies have the win this half, and so, maybe they can definitely put some goals in the net in this first half.
Yeah, it would be nice to get some scoring early with the 30-mile-an-hour wind at our back. Grizzlies having a hard time getting it out of their own end. Johnston sends it over to McHugh. And now East High coming and taking it away from Amaya Alvarez. Amaya Alvarez sporting a new hairstyle today.
Oh, that's actually her standard.
Emily Bravo can't get to it. Alvarez gets it for the moment. East High comes away with it. Nice play there by Rihanna Angel to take it away and keep it for East High for the moment. Grizzlies send it far side. And up to Johnson at the 40. She'll pass one over to Raylan Grant, who overled herself and coughed it up. East High back with it. Most of the play at midfield here in the early going, if you're just joining us. This is the varsity contest today. The East High field has no lights, and as such, the varsity always plays first on a field with no lights. The junior varsity game will follow immediately after the conclusion of this one, and we do plan to bring you that game.
Until we can't see anything.
This one out of play, and it will belong to the Blue Aces. We've already had our fair share of some weird weather in the first 5 games. We've been plagued with high winds in almost every game. And of course, we had the rain and snow in the
game on Saturday.
Titan Classic game on Saturday.
The most normal game was our very, very first game against Mays, where we had no wind, and it was nice out.
Yeah, the weather was actually pretty nice at Mays. But the soccer wasn't.
No.
This one's going to be kicked out of play, and it will be a throw-in for Northwest. It'll be interesting to see how this throw-in works with this gale force wind. You can see the corner flag and the referee flag, how it's flapping in the breeze. That one thrown into Johnson, who gets a head on it. Raylan Grant gets it, and she's looking for help. And a nice cross, and they couldn't get the shot off. Back now to Alvarez. Alvarez takes a shot. It's blocked by the defense. And the fight forward now on the far side of the field. This one gets chipped forward. Jamison McHugh over there. And now East High comes away with it. Toby Mitchell, the newcomer, taking it away. And getting there again. This one's chipped forward. Too far. It's going to be won by East if it stays in play, which it did.
Oh, but right back to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies can take
There's
shots.
a shot by Raylan Grant and a save by Villarreal.
We got to follow through on those. And I mean, that's kind of how.
Got to be running somebody in.
Yeah, that's kind of how, we got scored on Saturday. Is the follow
Somebody's got to pick up the slop. Raylan Grant, spin move, sends it across. That one goes all the way back to Villarreal, and she'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Out here towards center. Nice header there by Emily Bravo. And East High comes back and takes it away again. They'll send this one back to Villarreal. She taps it to the side, and now Johnston giving chase back there. East High's in a bit of a pickle, but they do manage to get it out.
That was some great pressure on that keeper.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure anybody can hear anything either one of us is saying.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. I may step aside here in a minute just to see.
We will assume that you folks can hear. It is indeed windy. Lillian Schilling clears it out to center. Grizzlies have one scratch today, and you heard us talk about it in the pregame show, and it's a big one, as Nevaeh Villa is out on concussion protocol from an injury she suffered in the game on Saturday. She got kneed in the back of the head, and for a while did not know what day it was. So she's still bothered with some headaches, and they're going to deal with it as needed. That one goes out of play, and it will be a corner kick for Northwest.
Good deal.
This ought to be interesting.
This should be good. This should be really good. I mean, you get the right person over there, and they may be even able to banana it in with the assistance of the wind.
They do it short. Raylan Grant, give and go. Now she's got it, and she centers one. Loose in front, still bounding around, and who's going to get to it? Looks like the Aces. There's a shot and a save by Villarreal. Villarreal being tested early here in the first 6.5 minutes. This one out of play, and it'll be a throw in for the Blue Aces. 7 minutes gone, no score. Northwest and Wichita East in our biannual visit here to East High for the girls. This is our only 4 o'clock start of the season, as North High, the only other team with no lights, will be visiting to us in a couple of weeks. So we don't have to worry about this early start stuff after today.
And I just checked, and you can be heard over this wind.
And it just worked out perfectly that this game was scheduled when it was scheduled. If it had been scheduled before this week or after this week, we wouldn't be able to bring you the game. Schilling with it, sends it over to here to McHugh. Back up to Raylan Grant. Grant, nice move. Sent that one forward. McHugh wasn't there, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Blue Aces. Oh, you know what I never did? I never set this up for you.
No, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I'll be good.
Okay. In that case, I won't worry about it.
I remember how to.
Sounds good. Crossing pass out to center. Bootsma sends one forward for Johnston. And there's one bounding off of Bootsma again. It goes all the way back to Villarreal, and Villarreal will have a goalkeeper distribution, and she rolls it because of the stiff breeze that she's playing into. Down the far side it goes. That's Mitchell over there with it. She sends one forward to Bravo, back now to Tercios, and McHugh can't control it on this AstroTurf surface. Grizzlies will be playing on grass on Thursday, and I was on the field this morning, and the field has never looked better. They mowed it this morning, so it'll be perfect for the game on Thursday.
Audrey Thomas is set up to come in for the Grizzlies.
get the binocs out?
Of course I did.
Because I can't see over there.
I can't see over there either without the assistance.
Yeah. And now the Grizzlies do make that substitution. Looks like Emily Bravo's the first one to take a seat here. We'll do it all over again as the ball was kicked right out of bounds. Throw in comes, chip to center. East High is there though.
There's a cross, but
this one
nobody's
goes
there.
forward. It'll go over. That'll be a corner kick for Northwest.
Nope, they're calling it a goal kick.
I'll take that as well. Now he signaled a corner kick. Obviously, it's a goal kick because of what they're doing. I'm going to have a talk with that referee about his signaling. Obviously, Ubaldo overruled him, and probably a good overrule.
Yes.
East High bringing it down the floor.
Well, and we're going to have a whole bunch of kids in front trying to take pictures. But they're being asked to move.
Thank you very much, Mr. Security.
Appreciate it.
Getting the spectators
Hernandez
off the
sent
track.
it down all the way, and it looks like it's going to go all the way to
Well, Villarreal will pick it up.
Keeper.
I bet she rolls it. Yes, she does. There's a nice interception.
And
Raylan Grant maybe sends it forward, and Villarreal there. No, there's a score. And they're going to call the offside, and the goal will not stand.
Darn it.
Johnston evidently called offside on that play.
But you know what?
It's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. I know her dad was wanting her to work on stuff like that, and she made it. She made it happen, but unfortunate she was just offside.
This ball's going to go out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. McHugh will throw it in, and she'll actually give it instead. She'll toss it over there to Bonnie Ray. No, wait a minute. That's Bonnie Rueda.
Kimmy Aguero is coming in and giving Jamison
Bonnie
McHugh.
with the very unusual spelling of her first name, B-A-N-Y. That one gets kicked out. We'll do it all over again. Rueda's already there. Into center to Johnston. Nice play. Johnston pops one in the air. And it's cleared out here towards center. Boy, the wind is just getting that ball and taking it everywhere. Here's Bravo with it. Sending it forward out of play. That'll be Northwest ball. Rueda will throw it in again. She's going to have a sore arm here.
I'm okay with that. That means it's ours.
Up it goes towards center. And that one's chipped all the way back to Villarreal. And I think it's might be worthy of note here, Ashley, that Lillian Schilling has moved up.
I see that. That's probably a good thing.
I think they figured out that our defense can handle that. That's going to go over, and that'll be a goal kick. Let's take 10 seconds. We need to. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer. If you can do it. Huh? Not working? Oh, you got to pick it first. Let's see here. We'll do this next time. I think there. There they are. Okay, just skip the first one. They're out of business.
Okay.
Yeah, we owe you a commercial spot. We'll do it on the next goal kick, no problem. We do want to thank all of our sponsors who support Grizzly soccer through the annual golf tournament, which this year, by the way, is June 16th, and it will be played again at Rolling Hills. This is a scholarship golf tournament. The primary purpose is to raise funds to award scholarships to soccer seniors at Northwest. This year, 2 such awards are planned to be given out, perhaps 4, depending on how things go here. And then additionally, funds are used to improve and maintain facilities at the Eric Prophet number 19 Memorial Soccer Complex. So just today, a investment was made. There's a shot going over, and that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's go ahead and try that 10-second break. We'll be back.
Grizzly soccer alum LeBaron Holloman and his family are proud sponsors of Grizzly soccer. We thank them for their continued support.
Just can't remember which one. And we're back.
Yep.
Right on time.
Hernandez sets down for the goal kick with 24 and a half remaining in the first. And the goal kick is sent back out. Raylan Grant leaves a nice ball, but the wind is just carrying it out of bounds. Unable to get there was Kimi Aguero. East High with it. Aguero providing some pressure. Lillian Schilling intercepts that one. Hey, nice job that time by Aguero. She sends one for Johnston. Raylan Grant comes through.
And a shot.
Bootsma sends a long one that'll go over everything. That'll be yet another goal kick. And let's take another 10 seconds here. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Check out the wide variety of tea flavors at HTO, 1280 North Tyler Road. Drink tea. Be happy.
And the goal kick has just been taken.
East High has it, knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest, far side of the field. Northwest really needs to score in this half.
Absolutely.
With this wind behind them, it's going to be awfully hard to score going the other way.
Oh, it is.
So they really need to get a couple.
And it looks like
Grizzly subbed in 2.
Isabel Santiago and Emily Bravo.
Ball thrown in. Lillian Schilling fighting for it over there. Now it's kicked out of play. That should be our ball, and it is. Throw in for Northwest. At about the 25 or so. And the wind blowing now even harder than it was at kickoff. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 35 miles an hour.
Well, and I think they were saying gusts of up to, 40.
Ball's in. Grant has it. Nice. Oh, she got it. Tried to get it to Bravo, and it just overlet her. East High with it. And they bring it forward. Nice defense put on by Northwest. That'll go out of play and belong to the Blue Aces. They'll throw it in right in front of us. Ashley and I are literally splitting the 50-yard line.
Yep.
We've got a pretty good vantage point, albeit too low as we're at ground level. They don't have a press box here at East High. Raylan Grant feeds it over to Schilling. Schilling sends it wide. And East High is going to boot that one. It's going to go. Oh, it stayed in. I can't believe it.
But
Alvarez sends it forward. That one's picked off, and here comes East High. They've got some numbers down there now, 3-on-3. And Northwest knocks it out of play. That's pretty good defense given the circumstance.
For sure.
21 to go, first half, no score. Northwest and East. Northwest comes in 2-2 on the season, having lost to Mays and to Campus. That Campus game, and if you didn't know it, was lost in the 6th round of penalty kicks. Pretty exciting game, and we're disappointed we couldn't bring it to you. Grizzlies fighting for it. It goes out of play. It will belong to Northwest. Nice play there by Isbell Santiago.
Looks like there's a foul of some sort.
Free kick coming here for East High from the 40. Pretty good boot into the wind. Goes all the way back into the penalty area, and that shot is blocked by the defense out of play. It'll be a throw in for East, and a good defensive play there by the back line of Northwest. Ball's in and booted out towards center by Alvarez. Nobody there but blue shirts. East High controls, and they begin a build-up. That one is chipped in the air, and that's going to be a 50-50 ball, won by the Blue Aces. Nice play that time by Gutierrez. East High still with it. That one down the far side, and Hernandez is there for Northwest. Liliana will have a punt here, and this could be long. And it is.
Yep.
That ball's still going. That may go the length of the field here. And it just about is, and it does, in fact, go the length of the field for a goal kick.
Which is definitely one of the hazards of having the wind at your back.
Yeah. Pardon me. This place is a very hard place to play.
Knocked out by the Aces, it'll be a Grizzly throw-in.
Rueda throws it in. Nice job by Tercios to send one forward, but there's nobody home, and it'll be Villarreal picking it off for East High.
Grizzlies fighting for it on the far side.
There we go. Schilling, nice leave. East High with it again. Again, that's Gutierrez with it. And back to her again. And there's a nice lead pass, and it's going to go all the way back to Hernandez. She boots it forward. Taken 48 by East High, and they'll bring it back down.
And Adri Bootsma's set up to come right back in.
Ball pounding around. There's Hernandez, and thank you very much.
Went over everything, and it is a corner kick.
That could have been dangerous.
It could have been very
In fact, it was dangerous.
Yes.
Corner kick coming for East now, into the wind from the far side. Nice job getting it in front, chipped forward. Oh, nice play to get it out of there.
Great clear. almost a half even.
All the way back past center. East will have to start it over again if they're going to bring it down. Raylan Grant with it at midfield. Sends it over near side to Kimmy Aguero. Back to Alvarez. Emily Bravo in the fray. This one is sent too long, and it's going to roll out of play and belong to East High. I like how the referee signals while the ball is still in bounds.
He may have a similar
I guess
issue,
he knew what was happening.
Oh, probably so at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's the faint
Grizzlies
gray
making
line.
a sub here as Raylan Grant goes out.
Adri Bootsma came in for her.
Grizzlies trying to get it back. Nice job there by Santiago to get it forward to Schilling. Lillian trying to get something on it. Can't get the turnaround. This one stays in. That's amazing. That one's not.
No, it's not.
That'll belong to East High. Knocked out by Kimmy Aguero. It'll be East High again. That one's out of play to Northwest. Bonnie Rueda sends it up. Bootsma got a foot on it. Nice pass to center. Now over here to Aguero again. She puts it into center for Alvarez, and Alvarez sends it wide. Bravo sending one forward. Nobody home. Back out to center. Alvarez again to Bootsma's attempt to corral it went out of bounds, and East High throws it in.
Must have hit our center.
Must have hit the ref. That one goes out of play. Northwest will throw it in. Comes into Aguero. She's taken off the ball, but Bootsma's there. Bootsma tried to split two defenders without success. Gutierrez for East High sends it wide, and that's going to go out of play. It'll belong to Northwest. Who will be subbing in there, ma'am?
Let's see. That is Kimberly Johnston and Jasmine McHugh.
All righty. Get some offense back into the game as Johnson and McHugh come in.
And to the point where I'm going to recognize them from across the field without knowing their numbers.
And again, it's plenty windy here at East High. There's a trip and a free kick coming for the Blue Aces. 12 minutes to go, first half, no score. First City League game of the year for each team. Here's a nice run on the near side. Crossing pass and a shot, and Liliana's there for the save.
This is a great overlap.
Great run that time by Shaylona Rawlings. And a good shot, but Liliana was up to the task. Bootsma fighting for the ball. Alvarez chips one up in the air, doesn't go very far. Now there's another shot that goes over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10 seconds. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Insight Real Estate Group is a proud sponsor of Grizzlies soccer on the internet, located at 608 West Douglas in Wichita.
And it says 14. And we're back.
How about that? Still waiting for the goal kick from Liliana. Here it comes. Keeps it short. Picked off by the Blue Aces. Grizzlies come up and challenge for the ball. Nice block that time. And that one cleared out towards center and then right back down. And that one shanked out of play. That'll be a throw in for the Blue Aces. That went in off of the foot of Bonnie Rueda. East High has it. And again, trying to get something started. Good job to clear it by Northwest.
Nice ball forward.
Can Johnson get there? Big run by both teams. That's going to go all the way back to Villarreal.
She sends it
and
out.
her punt is very short into the wind.
And it actually went back a little bit, it looked like.
Far side of the field. Fight for the ball. Who's going to get it?
Well, Aces are doing a great job with give and go.
Oh, nice takeaway by Mitchell.
And
that one's too far, and
too much.
Gutierrez will have an easy pick of it. I don't want to overemphasize the point, but we really need to score here.
We do.
In this half.
It would be fantastic.
It'd be nice to have a couple in this half.
Yeah, it would.
We've not had a lot of good chances.
No. I mean, unless we're like years prior where, for whatever reason, we tend to do better against the wind.
Well, I don't want to bank on that.
I don't want to bank on that either.
I'd like to score in this half.
Yes, and there's a attempt for a
blocked.
pass, but blocked.
And cleared out to center. Alvarez is there. She'll send it over on the near side. Isbell sending it, and it goes just wide. It'll be a goal kick for the Blue Aces. 8:12 to go. We'll be back in 10. This is Grizzlies soccer.
InTrust Bank, with locations all over the Wichita Metro, is a proud supporter of Grizzly soccer.
And we're back, and Raylan Grant just came right back in, ready to hopefully get us going and help us get a goal.
East High having a hard time clearing it out of their own penalty area, but they are successful. Now they get it out towards center. Alvarez fighting for it, can't get it. Down the middle it goes. Grizzlies fall back on defense. That one's going to go out of play, and that'll be a throw in for Northwest.
Lillian Schilling is coming back in and giving Isabel Santiago a break.
McHugh sends it back. And now forward to Johnston. She can't control it. East High comes away with it. Down the far side come the Blue Aces trying for a center, and it's blocked away. And finally chipped out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for East High. Maybe, and maybe not. That one's going to roll the length of the field too. And it does. It's going to be a throw in, I think.
Yep, that's a throw in. It came in. It went
It's
out
close down there.
It is close, but that's actually not a bad place to have the opponents throw it in.
I feel sorry for the ball retrievers. The wind is blowing those balls all over the place.
There's the center. Nope, not
nice
quite.
try that time by Raylan Grant. It'll go over and be a goal kick. 6:01 to go in the first half. There is no score between East and Northwest. Out to center, Alvarez sends it right back. Good job. McHugh tried to do the same. It goes out of play. Throw in for the Grizzlies. I like the pressure being put on here.
Oh, for sure.
By Northwest. They're forcing those turnovers. I spoke too soon, though. Oh, nice strip by Raylan Grant.
But she was double teamed and it was taken away.
Alvarez at the 50 sends it up. Popped in the air. Johnston gets a foot on it. Can't control it. Goes out of bounds to East High. Throw in coming. As soon as they finish subbing here, there we go. Now it's in. McHugh got a foot on it. Alvarez sends one forward. Raylan Grant on it. This one's going to go out of play and belong to the Grizzlies. See, I had a beat on that.
Well, we've seen it get close before, so.
Yep. Bonnie Rueda to throw it in. Being pulled back on the other side of center. Now throws it in. Bootsma gets a foot on it. Raylan Grant fighting for it. 1-on-2, and Grant comes away with it. Oh, she tried to lead Bootsma, and that would have been a great run.
And Kim,
there's a shot by Johnston and an easy save by Villarreal.
Hey, I'm glad we're taking shots though. We just need to start. We need to keep taking shots for the next.
And wow, Villarreal's punt got borne by the wind and goes into the bleachers. That's how strong this wind is today. Bonnie throws it in. Bootsma trying to get control down there. She's still fighting for it. Nice job by Alvarez to intercept that one. She tried to get it to Raylan Grant. That didn't work. Now she sends one over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for East High. Let's take our last 10-second timeout. You're watching Grizzly Soccer.
This brief timeout is brought to you by the family of Eric and Courtney Jensen, longtime proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer.
And just in the goal kick, Aces have it on the far side.
And here comes East High trying to bring it downfield again. And they've got some numbers now, 2-on-1, and they're offside. Thank you very much.
Thank goodness.
There's a break for Northwest.
Kind of hoping to see at least one or two more shots in the last 2 minutes.
I would like to see one or two goals in the last 2 minutes.
Me too, but we got to have shots first.
I won't argue with that. Grizzlies with a free kick after the offside. Nice one down the field. Who's going to get it? East High wins it, looks like.
But we gain it right back. And it goes right back to the Aces.
East High with some room now, and that nice interception there by Tercios. Knocks it out of play. On the far side. That one goes off of Raylan Grant. And this one goes into the Grizzlies bench.
For a Grizzly
1 minute to go in the first half. Looks like we're going to go in scoreless, which is not what I wanted, I might add.
No, not in the least.
gust of gale force wind comes up. Johnson with a chance, maybe. Nope, she can't get to it. And it's knocked to the side.
Oh, but she
Johnson back to it, looking for help.
And
it's knocked out of play. That should be a throw in for Northwest.
And it is.
And they better hurry.
They
15 to go. And there's appears
but
to be
we're
no hurry.
Stopping the clock.
They stop the clock with 9 seconds remaining. We have a player down for East High. That'll give me a chance to do something. Can I do something?
Sure.
I need to get something up here for halftime. All right.
And it looks like he's going to come over and maybe tell him to turn it back a little bit.
There we go.
13, and it's going to be 13. Looks like it's going to get changed back to 13 seconds.
They're putting some time back on the clock.
Which I'm okay with. You know, if we can get a shot off in 13 seconds, that would be amazing.
Yeah, 13 on the clock now when we restart it.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Grizzlies.
Ball's thrown in. We're back underway. Three seconds, 2, 1, and that'll do it.
That'll do.
We're at halftime, and we're at halftime. No score between the Grizzlies and the Blue Aces. We're going to send it. We got a little halftime feature for you. We got together with Lillian Schilling on Saturday after the game during the post-game brunch that was held, and that's the good news. The bad news is the computer also got wet at the game, and the picture shorted out. So we have no picture, but we do have the audio. We're going to play the audio for you with a nice photograph of Miss Schilling on top of it. So stay tuned. We'll be back here after the interview and a commercial timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Welcome to halftime, folks, and we are joined by our senior defender and forward, Lillian Schilling, who we're going to visit with and get to know a little bit about. And one of the reasons we have you on today is that we've just finished up the Titan Classic.
Yep.
And we want to, first of all, congratulate you on the Winfield game for getting a hat trick.
Thank you.
One of 2 hat tricks in the game,
Yeah.
and that is probably the first time, and as long as I can remember, that 2 girls have gotten hat tricks at the same time.
Really?
So, yeah, congratulations, a job well done.
Thank you.
What do you think of the season here? We've only played 4 games, but what do you think of the group? Have they started to come together yet?
I'm thinking yes. The first game, little iffy, but as we've been playing and developing, I think we've gotten used to each other and how we play and everything. So I'm really excited for the rest of the season.
Coming off of the 3rd game since May. May seems like it's forever ago, but in my inestimable opinion, the team has gelled a lot.
Yeah.
Since the Mays game. But Mays, everybody would still look like they were trying to figure out what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
How do you see your role as a senior in that and as a captain?
I just try to stay positive. I think that there's nothing I can do to make the whole team play how I want, which obviously. So I just think being there and supportive for everyone and being able to pick up where someone else has left off and being there for everyone. Yeah.
Normally, Coach Commons has you in the back, anchoring the defense.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only anchor left from last year.
Yeah.
Okay. But the last several games, midway through the game, she has pushed you forward to generate a little more offense. Which do you prefer?
That's tough. I think I prefer offense just because I do like being in the attack, but I don't know. I feel like it's 50-50. I really do like being in the back and being like the last defender and everything. I don't know.
Well, good. That's a valid answer.
Yeah.
One of the things that I can say is that when they move you forward and you have to be replaced in the back, I don't think we're losing anything with the team
No,
we've got.
yeah, we have a really good set of defenders that we can rely on fully.
So how do you interact and work with the defense with the rest of the defenders all being new back there this year?
I think I try to stay positive. I try to reinforce what they're doing and making sure that they don't get down about like a bad pass or bad touch, and just make sure they're always giving their best and going 100%.
What are your plans after Northwest?
I'm going to Newman to play soccer, and I'm gonna study psychology.
Okay. Have you already finalized Newman?
Yeah.
Getting a little scholarship money, are we?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well, we hope you are successful at Newman.
Thank you.
But you got a lot of business to do here first.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Let's have a good rest of the season.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's make some noise in the playoffs. Okay.
Yes.
All righty. Captain Lillian Schilling, our guest here at halftime. We're going to be back in 60 seconds after a timeout. So stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason, more than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big one of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
to improve yourself,
to challenge yourself,
to realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
the best training,
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Welcome back to East High, folks. We're at halftime, and there is no score here between the Blue Aces and the Grizzlies. We've got about a minute and a half before the kickoff of the second half. Grizzlies will play from right to left here in the second half of this one, and they will be playing into a 30-mile-an-hour wind with gusts to 40. Not exactly what we would call a great day for soccer, but as Ashley pointed out off camera, it's not raining and it's not cold. It could be a lot worse. And it's not snowing either, with all of which we had on Saturday. Referees are making their way back out onto the field, as are the Grizzlies. We'll tell you real quick here what our upcoming schedule is. We're home Thursday for the home opener, and it'll be the Derby Panthers coming into Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium for a non-league contest. We invite you to come out and watch the Grizzlies if you're in the Wichita area, and if you're not, you can watch the game live on NWHS Grizz. And if you do come out, you can watch the game live on NWHS Grizz while you're watching it in the stadium. So we have Derby on Thursday, and then North High comes in the following Tuesday.
Correct. And then we go to Capen.
Then we go to Stryker, the other place I'd hate to go. Stryker's worse than this. Almost. Almost.
At least there's indoor plumbing.
There is indoor plumbing there, which they don't have here. You're right. Good point.
You know, I don't have very high standards, but that is one of my standards, is indoor plumbing.
But I was right. That is where it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I said. East High's going to kick it off here to start play in the second half. Hernandez is in goal for Northwest, and Villarreal in goal for the Blue Aces. And the Grizzlies are going to have their work cut out for them now to try and not only score, but to keep East High from out of the net with that wind behind them. That's a 2-goal wind.
At least. And hopefully, you know, the Grizzlies surprise us and they're able to, you know, put one away against the wind.
Underway, East High with the ball, sending it over here on the near side. That's Quezada sending it forward to Montanez. Grizzlies intercept. And nice job by Kimmy. It's forced out of play. It'll belong to the Grizzlies. And Audrey Thomas will throw it in. She came in here during halftime.
And that she's going to do it again.
Yeah. Nice to see her in the game. And Lillian Schilling has it go out off of her feet. Hope you enjoyed our visit with Lillian. This one goes all the way back to Liliana. You'll need to find the commercials again.
Okay.
It's under Game Time commercial. And here comes East on a rush. Far side knocked out. Lillian Schilling sends it job. Here's McHugh bringing it up. Grizzlies doing a nice job of working the ball. Kimmy has it at the 30, sends one forward for Raylan Grant, but it's intercepted. This one's going to go out of play. Unfortunately, off the head of Aguero, and it will belong to East High. If you're just joining us, this is the varsity contest.
Yeah, but the Grizzlies got it back, and we
I'll take that. This is the varsity contest. Varsity playing first today as East High has no lights. And JV will follow shortly after the conclusion of this game.
And we have a goal kick for the Aces.
Let's see how far she boots this one. Yeah, kept it low. Out here, Audrey Thomas intercepts it. Aguirre sends it to center. Alvarez can't get to it. And there's a nice long lead pass, and here's a run. And Hernandez comes out of her goal to knock the ball away. And Hernandez goes down, as does the forward who was making the rush. And to be honest with you, I missed her number as she ran by. Hernandez got up, the other player did not. Clock stops with 37:22 to go in the second half. Get a number there, Miss Ashley?
Looks like number 11.
That would be Villani Gutierrez, the speedster, who's down. The coaches are out there now. Actually, that's the trainer. Fred Koepp is now on his way out. Looks like this is going to take a minute. Can I slip in here? I'm going to do something. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll be back. You're watching Grizzly Soccer.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the...
We've just started play again here as Gutierrez walked off under her own power. Grizzlies have the ball and they're trying to work it down the field. They send a long one in and Gutierrez will send it right back out. Not sure why she didn't pick it up. Over here on the near side we have defender in her own zip code. And nice play there to Montanez. And the other Montanez, who I assume is a relative, sends a long one forward, out of play, throw in for Northwest. Comes into Audrey Thomas. She sends one back to Hernandez.
And a foul.
Now we have another player down for East.
Foul right outside the box.
Clock continues to run. Player gets up. No big deal. But it is a free kick there for East High. And they're going to move the line back. They moved up. I love it.
I think they moved over for Liliana's sake, and hopefully.
Here comes the free kick. There's a long one. Hernandez off the crossbar. Oh, my goodness.
And it's cleared out by the Grizzlies.
Out here towards center. Grizzlies trying to get it back. Alvarez can't get to it. East High with it. That's Montanez sending it forward. And Audrey Thomas winning it.
And a foul
and
is
they're
called
going to
on
call a
East.
foul on East High. Foul is on Montanez, and it'll be a free kick for Northwest. And they're going to let Aaliyah Tercios come over to take the freebie.
Kim Johnson controls it, sends it up to the outside.
Bootsman's over there, gets it headed forward to Grant. Raylan Grant can't get to it. Knocked out of play. Throw in Northwest. Is that your bag?
Nope. That bag is
okay.
One of the.
I didn't want you to, because it's not going to be there very long.
No, it's not.
Thomas comes up, has some room to work, and then has it taken off of her foot. Kimmy sends one in, but that'll be an easy pickoff by Villarreal, and she'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Out to center it comes. To Thomas. Thomas couldn't get a good pass off. Tercios sends one out to center. That one's picked off. And East High trying to get a build-up started. Nice job there by Maya Alvarez to thwart that. Adri Bootsman now on the far side. She'll send one back. Over here on the near side, Kimmy Aguero can't get to it. It will be a throw-in for East High. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Still no score between East High and Northwest. And as you would expect, the wind is helping East High dominate play here. That one's going to go all the way back to Hernandez. And if there's any saving grace, Ashley, they're having the same problem with that as we did.
I know, and that's totally a saving grace for us, especially right now. And it looks like another foul has been called on the Blue Aces on the far side.
Free kick coming for Northwest. In the air, out towards center. In fact, it hits the halfway line. East High comes away with it. And here come the Blue Aces back down the floor and out to get it. There's an offside call. Hernandez picks it off. They'll wave off the offside. Hernandez will punt it. Pretty short punt. I think I would rather have the offside.
She kept it low.
Take a free kick there.
Yeah.
East High back with it again. There's another shot that goes wide. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take 10 seconds. We'll be back with more soccer. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by Kansas Fence Company, installers of wood, privacy, chain link, ornamental fencing, and automatic gates. Check them out at kansasfence.com.
And we're back. We haven't quite taken the goal kick, but it just did. Tercios has it back, sends it up.
That's a pretty good boot over there, given the fact it's into the wind. Johnson sends one forward. That was intended for Grant. Intercepted. Get it, and a nice play there by Bonnie Rueda. That one's chipped out by Audrey Thomas. It'll belong to the Blue Aces. To center. Toby Mitchell sends one up. Too far for Johnston. Johnson gets a foot on it, knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Blue Aces. Boy, there's a long one borne by the wind. Oh, my goodness.
And it looks like the Aces will get to it.
Pretty good job there to corral that one.
Yeah. Blocked by
out of play to the Blue Aces. Quick throw in to center. Grizzlies trying to clear it, and it gets popped back to Hernandez.
Sent up.
Out to center it comes. East High with a build-up. This is what I was afraid of.
Yeah. Up.
The Grizzlies are getting stuck playing defense.
Yeah, foul right there on the Aces, and so it'll be a free kick for the Grizzlies.
Free kick coming for the Grizzlies. Raylan Grant gets a foot on it. Nice job. Little spin move sends it wide over there for Bootsma. That one's forward for Johnston and knocked out of play. Nice play by East High there.
We have a few subs that'll be coming in on our next possession that was thrown. I guess they're coming in now. It'll be Addison Porter, Emily Bravo, and Jasmine McHugh.
Grizzlies making some wholesale changes here. Before they throw it in. Ball comes in. They tried to get it to Johnston. Couldn't get it to her. Now Audrey Thomas is up there. Center one. That a girl. Right to Johnston. Oh, right to Schilling, excuse me. And she couldn't pull the trigger.
Tercios has it and is coming up the side.
Tercios on the far side. And East High comes back away with it. Oh, what a job.
Oh, what a...
Defensively, what a job. On the far side it goes.
And
all the way down. That's going to go all the way back to Hernandez. She'll pick it up. Have a goalkeeper distribution. We have not yet acknowledged our videographer tonight. Ashley's husband, Andy Isbell, is behind the camera, giving us some great pictures. We sure appreciate his effort. Addison Porter sends a long one forward for Johnston, but she's not going to get to it. It's going to go back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez will send it over here on the near side, and it goes out of play. Throw in for Northwest. Thomas will throw it in for the Grizzlies. To Addison Porter. Back to Thomas. Now she'll center one. Down the far side. Out of play. It will stay with East High.
And it looks like it'll be a throw-in right at the corner.
They give it to us?
Nope. It looks like it's going to be well, the way it appeared is a throw-in, like true, almost like right at the corner, because it did hit that corner.
He pointed in our direction, and I think, yeah, I'm right. It's East High's ball.
Yeah.
But he pointed as if it was ours.
Yeah. It went out. It hit that corner flag, and so.
Throw in comes in, loose in front. There's a shot blocked by the defense. Now cleared out towards center. Aces with it again. There's another long one that goes wide and over everything. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Let's take our 10 seconds. We'll be back with more. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
This portion of Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is sponsored by the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists. 10,100 East Shannon Woods, just off K96. Thanks to Dr. Brad Bruner and his staff.
Well, you haven't missed anything. They just took the goal kick, and the ball's being bounced around at center. Neither team seems to want it at the moment. This one goes out of play to East High. Inside 25 to go, second half. No score. That one goes over for a quick goal kick for Hernandez. And she didn't waste any time. Out towards center it comes. Intercepted by the Aces.
And it
There's
hits
a
the
little handball.
referee.
That'll belong to Northwest. Or did it hit the ref?
It hit the referee.
Oh, I thought it was a handball. It
Nope.
went funny. I knew that.
Yeah, nope, it hit the
I thought I
referee.
just figured it was a handball. Well, that one, the infield fly rule is going to be called on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Did the wind get that or what? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that one definitely went
straight up.
And straight down. Actually backwards a little bit.
Throw in comes in. Oh, nice job getting the ball back. Sending it forward. Porter can't get to it. On the near side. Now coming up from her defensive spot is Landeros. She sends one forward. And there's a long one down the middle. There's a chance, a turnaround, and right there is Hernandez to make the save. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, but that was definitely a great opportunity for the Aces.
Quick distribution. McHugh on the far side. It goes out. It'll belong to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies awaiting a substitution.
And it's Isbell Santiago that came in. And a foul on the Aces.
We'll take that.
Yeah,
and it'll be a free kick for Northwest at the 45. Long boot downfield into the wind. That was a pretty good boot. And it's going to be kicked out of play. Yes, it will be a throw in for Northwest. Audrey Thomas comes up from her defensive spot to Porter. And East High comes away with it. They'll bring it down, and that's going to go out of play. That'll be our ball, and that's a break for Northwest. Thomas again throws it in. This time Emily Bravo was the target. East High doing a build-up down there. That's going to go over the goal line. That will be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Hernandez is waiting for a sub. Now she's going to put it down. Grizzlies fighting for it, but can't come away with it. Now they get one out. Addison Porter can't get to it. There's a shot off her own player.
Blocked by her own player. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Take that as a break. And Grizzlies trying to bring it up the far side. That one gets chipped out. It'll belong to Northwest.
And we have Kimmy Aguero coming in. Looks like she's going to give Lillian Schilling a break.
Lillian Schilling comes out. See if Kimmy can get us a goal here.
That would be amazing.
On the far side, Rio and Grant fighting for it. Intercepted by the back line of the Grizzlies, and now they'll send one forward. Kimmy Aguero fighting for it, couldn't control it after she trapped it. East High comes away with it.
Was kind of stuck there in the middle for some reason, for a little bit.
Grizzlies are going 2-on-4, and that's not going to get it done.
No, it's not. There's a pop-up.
Pop-up, and who's going to get to it first? Hernandez. Good answer. Liliana gives it to Thomas on the near side, who's all alone. She'll send one up to Emily Bravo. Bravo now back over to Thomas. Thomas inside East High territories. Tried to get one to Aguero, and it was intercepted. That one goes out of play. It'll belong to the Blue Aces. East High sends a long one down, and Hernandez will have no trouble with that. That one in the air on the far side. It's going to go into the East High bench area. They'll get to throw it in. 18 to go here in the second half of a scoreless contest.
And not many shots either.
There have not been a lot of shots in the game. You're right.
But
there's one that's going to go wide left for a goal kick. Let's take 10 seconds. We'll be back. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on YouTube is being brought to you in part by the Tom Lassiter family, proud supporters of Grizzly Soccer in memory of Carla.
Set for the goal kick. Liliana Hernandez will back it off. And it looks like Tercios is taking it. And she towards center. A pretty good boot from back there into the wind. Now East High coming away with it. Audrey taking that pass. And unfortunately it goes out of play. It'll belong to the Blue Aces.
He's actually saying it belongs to the Grizzlies.
Oh, that's interesting. Two referees did not agree on that call. And Ubaldo overruled his lineman.
And we have a foul on the Blue Aces, so free kick for the Grizzlies.
This from the 45. Thomas will take it. And she gets one, puts it into a sea of blue shirts. And that one is headed away by somebody.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who either.
Alvarez. Nice job to send it wide for Santiago. Isbell fighting with it. Has three people on her. It finally goes out of play, and it belongs to the Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies are going to sub in Adri Bootsma.
Looks like Bootsma coming back in.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep, it is.
Yeah. I only recognized her because she has the longest legs on the team. I'm surprised the wind hasn't blown some of these girls over.
I kind of feel the same.
Raylan Grant can't get anything going. She goes down in a heap, and now here's a run for East. Oh, here's a chance.
And
shot and score. He saw that coming. East High gets the first goal. They got it on a breakaway. And they take a 1-0 lead over Northwest.
And I did not see who got that one.
15:25 to go, second half. And East High now on top. Emily Bravo will kick it off, and it goes back to Alvarez, and she'll send it wide on the far side.
And it looks like foul on the Grizzlies on the far side.
There's another long one all the way down. Hernandez will get this one without any difficulty. Bootsma can't get it. Down on the floor goes everyone. And now Emily Bravo sends one up for Raylan Grant at midfield. Grant sends a long one. Nobody home over there, though. That was intended for
Santiago, I think.
Who is that over there?
Santiago.
She couldn't get it home. This one goes. I thought that was going out too, but they kept it in. Good job by the Blue Aces. Raylan Grant takes it away and sends it out here to Bootsma. Bootsma back to Alvarez. Alvarez back to Raylan Grant. She's got a man on her who takes it away and sends it out to midfield. And here comes East High back. And there's a big run. Fortunately, the ball's going to take a bigger run. Hernandez gives it to Thomas. Thomas to Bootsma. Bootsma at the 40. Across midfield to Kimi Ugaro. Kimi sends it back to Audrey Thomas. And it goes out of play, and it will be a throw in for Northwest. And once again, the linesman is overruled by the center, and the center was right.
And looks like they're going to do a quick
It'll
sub.
be a throw in for East. East High subbing a player. That's the reason for the delay. Bootsma intercepts it, heads it forward. And East High controls. Over here on the near side, Bootsma got a piece of it, gets it to Raylan Grant. Nice job. Grant with it, back to Bootsma. Adri Bootsma sees it goes out of play. That should be our ball. And once again, I've got a beat on it here. Bootsma sends one forward.
Great ball forward.
Aguero has a man on her. And quick throw in by East. That one gets knocked out and will belong to the Blue Aces. Toby Mitchell shanks one. Tercios, nice job with the ball, sends one forward. Grant with it, has two men on her. Still with it. Sends one over on the near side for Bootsma. That's going to stay inbounds. Bootsma with a chance. Bootsma inside the football end zone, sees it get knocked out of play, and that will be a corner kick, I believe.
Yep.
For Northwest.
It is a corner.
The flag has long since blown over.
Yes.
This will be a tough kick into the wind. Loose in front. Come on. Get it. Bang it home.
Oh, so close.
We had a great opportunity there and could not cash in. Quick throw in from the Grizzlies. Far side. Out of bounds to the Blue Aces. Inside 11 to go now in the second half. 1-0, Grizzlies trail.
And it's going to go to the Grizzlies.
We need the Grizzlies to score 2 into the win so that we don't go into overtime.
That would be awesome.
East High with it at the moment. Now it goes out of play to Northwest. If you're watching this game for the traffic report, I'm pleased to report that I-135 has traffic moving smoothly.
Alvarez gets it away.
Thomas sends one up here to Bootsma on the near side. Adri.
Good
job
pass
to Kimmy, and now we have a whistle. Not exactly sure what they called here.
They called a foul on East, and it appeared that I think he probably thought
we already had the ball down there.
I think he
Why
thought we were
didn't they
going
call
to
advantage is my question.
I think he thought we were going to lose advantage.
Tercios takes it and sends it out there to center. Alvarez on the far side now. Back to Alvarez. Amaya sends a shot in, and an easy save there for Gutierrez. Grizzlies unable to punch through here.
There's a long one.
Boy, that's going to bounce too. Watch that thing roll.
Oh, yeah.
That one gets knocked out of play. It will belong to East High.
And we're going to have a couple of one sub.
Haven't mentioned it. We got a good crowd on hand here. We're on the crowd side today.
And Lillian.
Both teams drew well.
Yeah, Lillian Schilling's coming back in for the Grizzlies.
Throw-in's going to be handled by Landeros. Out of bounds to East High. Quick throw in. There's a shot, and Hernandez is right there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful play by Liliana.
Kimberly Johnson set up to come back in.
There's one forward, nobody there. Bootsma
Bootsma
fighting
right
to get there. Oh, nice job, Adri Bootsma. She has it. And it's still in now. She's got it in the corner, and it goes
just out.
Too bad. A goal kick for East.
And it looks like the center might be double checking something.
We want to thank the good folks at Mel Hambledon Ford here at the big corner of 119th Street West in Kellogg, a major tournament sponsor each year for Northwest's Eric Profit Golf Tournament, and they have already stepped up to do it again this year. We thank Lisa Hambledon and everybody at Mel Hambledon Ford for their continued support. They're better, they're proving it. You be the judge.
Foul on the Grizzlies, free kick about the 45-ish.
Free kick for East High here. This could be big with that wind behind them. Montanez will take it, and she sends a long one up the near side, and that glances off of Audrey Thomas and is still bounding around out there and out of play to East High. Time getting critical. We're inside 6 minutes to go. Grizzlies need to score one. East High with a chance, a shot and a score. Oh, nice turnaround shot. Makes it 2-0.
I have to give East some credit. That was a beautiful
goal scored by Rihanna Angel.
That was a beautiful
It was.
goal.
That was a good goal. That was a great goal. Good pass to her. She made a quick spin move, didn't stop, banged it home. Grizzlies getting set to kick off. They have 5.5 left to get something going here, and now they need 2. Told you we needed 2 goals in the first half, didn't I?
Oh, I know.
I knew I heard that someplace.
And Grizzlies trying to work it up.
Yeah. East High with it at center, coming down again. And, at some point you'll wonder when the fatigue factor is going to set in for Northwest.
Yes, for sure.
Having the wind in their face in the second half, that is a major disadvantage of that, is that you're playing tired. Hernandez with it. And a punt very short on the near side. Bootsma giving chase. And East High knocks it out. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. I got a beat on that one too. Just want you to know I have 6 saves today. Schilling moved up front. And she just got stepped on. Toby Mitchell back there knocking it out of play. It will be a throw in for East, but a pretty good defensive maneuver that time by the Grizzlies.
And we stop the clock.
They're subbing a player.
Because they're subbing a couple players.
Subbing a player inside 5 minutes. The team with the lead forces a clock stoppage. Back underway here. East High throws it in. Now it goes out of play. They're going to do it again. Pretty much the same result here. Now it's cleared partially, but back there to get it and send it over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Grizzlies need to get something going. Been no offense here today at all.
Yeah, virtually none. We've had a couple of good opportunities that we just could not capitalize on.
And in that game Saturday against Campus that they lost 3-2 on the penalty kicks, they had a number of opportunities.
They did.
Where they either hit posts or just hit it over. Today, they're not even getting the shots off.
No, they're not.
Hernandez giving chase back there. Now that one's cleared out here to Bootsma at the 25. Gets a foot on it. It's going to go out of play.
Well, but they're going to call a foul on the Aces first.
Foul called on Maya Hamilton of East High. 2.5 to go. Grizzlies down by a pair. Throw in for Northwest. Having glances off of Kimberly Johnson and into the East High bench, so it'll be a throw in for the Aces. Raylan Grant gets it back for Northwest. Bootsma, lots of room over here, but they can't get it to her, and now East High comes away with it. There's one forward. Toby Mitchell gets in the way there and now sends it out to center to Schilling. Schilling to Bootsma. Bootsma back to Schilling. Back to Bootsma.
Great.
And that long one for Schilling is overled and picked off by East High.
Yeah.
And that one is right here I had a beat on that one, too. That gives me 7 for the day. That one almost took our camera out.
Along with the plug, because that's what it hit. Ooh, great ball.
Bootsma, get there. Come on, get there. Bootsma's shot goes over the top for a goal kick.
And
Bootsma went down hard. We'll see if she's hurt.
She went down very hard.
And they're stopping the clock with 47 seconds to go as Bootsma is down injured.
And they're calling out
She gave that one a good whack, but not enough. I'm just surprised, Andy, that I haven't kicked that over by now.
Me too. That's why
Andy's drink is right at my feet, and I've been moving around the whole game.
Oh, that's why you put it under the table. Well, she got up and is walking.
Well, Bootsma's walking off under her own power, and she will be replaced. Did you see who came in?
I did not. But
Bootsman's done for the day. Grizzlies are going to drop this one. They're going to fall to 2-3 on the season and 0-1 in City League play. East High will get its first win of the year.
I am going to guess that Jamison McHugh is coming in for Adri.
And we're back underway. Here's a chance for East High if they can run to it, and Hernandez comes all the way out of her goalkeeper spot. Now she hustles back. Ball goes out of play and it will belong to East High. Throw in comes in. 20 seconds to go in the game now. Jamison McHugh can't get to that. It goes out of play and it goes to East, and that'll probably do it here. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's game, folks. Final score in the varsity contest: Wichita East 2 and Northwest nothing. We're going to take a commercial timeout here, and then we'll get set up. We are going to bring you the JV game in its entirety because they're going to get it all in now. So stay with us. We're glad to have you with us. And again, disappointed that unable to get any goals for you today. Let's take our timeout. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports. a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Welcome back to a very windy East High School. We're getting set now for the junior varsity game. If you just joined us, the Grizzlies fell 2-0 to the Blue Aces here in the first game of the day, and the junior varsity will now tip it off here in about 2 minutes. We do not have starters for East. We do have them for Northwest, so let's tell you who's doing what here for the Grizzlies. In goal, it'll be the junior number 0, April Isbell. At midfield, number 2, junior J.C. Schur. On defense, sophomore number 4, Hunter Hinkle. Sophomore defender number 7, Mariah Hood. Freshman forward number 11, Kimmy Aguero. Sophomore midfielder number 12, Malia Jackson. Sophomore defender number 14, Charisma Lira. Freshman defender number 15, Aneli Sandoval. Sophomore forward number 17, Jasmine Pena. Junior midfielder number 22, Kylie Foreman. And sophomore midfielder number 23, Bliss White. Something wrong?
Well, it was one of those I was trying to figure out which list you were reading, whether you were reading the check marks or the highlight.
No. And you know, folks, we have no idea whether you can hear either one of us.
I actually checked earlier.
As windy as it is, huh?
I did check earlier, and you could hear. You could hear us.
We're actually getting out?
We were actually getting out over the wind. I'm not.
Well.
There are sometimes I'm not sure how, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're getting ready. I found out who our officials are today.
Okay.
Of course, Alan Peel and I go way back. I used to ref with him. That's how long he's been doing it. And his cohort in this game, rather new referee to the system this year, Bill Weaver. The latter, the one with less hair than I have, if that's possible. And again, the wind blowing 30 miles an hour. Temperature-wise, it's not bad. It's in the low 70s.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, temperature's great, but the wind is awful.
Just the wind. That could die down just a smidgen.
And now we're looking into the sun as it's starting to get lower in the sky, so.
It's par for the course.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's get this game going here. We're wasting TV time. Grizzlies are in their road whites. They will play from left to right in the first half. They will have the wind in the first half of this one.
Well, let's see if we can do something with the wind in this game.
Yeah, I think that's really where we lost the varsity game, was when we could not score with the wind.
Yeah.
No question about it, because that wind helped East High. It was a 2-goal win, and that's what we lost by.
Yeah.
Waiting for East High to mosey onto the field here. And it looks like East High is going to get the kickoff, because we're not approaching the ball.
Yep, I would guess that as well.
Up front for Northwest, J.C. Schur's on the near side. And it looks like Kylie Foreman on the far side. I don't know if I'm right or not. And we're underway here. You would start.
Yeah.
We're underway here. East High sends it forward. Grizzlies intercept. And here comes Northwest. Bliss White bringing it down the far side. White trying to get it before it crosses, and it goes over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for the Blue Aces, and once again the wind took care of that one. Artificial surface here at East High. And this AstroTurf, the ball really bounces. This is not a good field for soccer.
No, and then it rolls and rolls and rolls. The wind does not help it.
That one's out of play to the Grizzlies. Throw in coming. That one popped up in the air by the defender.
Leah Jackson gets the head on it.
Come on, Grizzlies win that one back. That's Kimmy Aguero, number 11.
And it is poked out.
You know, you would think that Kimmy Aguero would wear the same number in both games.
One would think, but
huh?
No.
They did that to confuse me.
I think so.
That didn't take much. Throw in from the Grizzlies, right in front, headed forward. That one goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Our next broadcast will be Thursday from Northwest. We'll be on the air at 4:45 with a pregame interview with Michelle Lawrence. Then the junior varsity game will start at 5, and the varsity festivities will follow shortly thereafter. There's one off the crossbar. How many times did we say that today? Grizzlies had a couple, varsity had a couple off the crossbar in the first half of their game. You know, you figure as big as the goal is and as small as the crossbar is, that we would not do that.
We can avoid the crossbar. No.
East High trying to work it forward. Grizzlies are all bunched up here. They need to get spread out a little bit. There we go. Aguero will send one forward. JC Sure with it. She sends one into the penalty area. Comes right back out. Centering pass, and that one is knocked away. Grizzlies still with possession. They chip one forward. This will go all the way back to the East High goalkeeper, who I would guess is Ureli Hernandez.
But have no idea.
That's my guess.
Because we don't have a roster.
Huh?
We don't have unless that is...
I assume this is a combined roster, no?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll bet, well, maybe not.
I don't
think a lot
think
of seniors on this one.
Yeah, there's...
Yeah, we only got one roster, and I assumed it was combined. But maybe it's not.
Yeah, and on top it does...
We won't make any assumptions.
On the top it does say first team, so that's why I'm assuming.
Right.
That is...
Grizzlies working it forward, trying to get something going. Nice spin move. Kimmy Aguero again. Get a shot off, will you? No, she passed it. JC Sure couldn't get the shot off either. And it's going to go over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for the Blue Aces. Still awaiting the goal kick. There we go. Chipped across the mouth of the goal.
And
Grizzlies get it back. There's a shot blocked by a defender. Over here on the near side, giving chase is Malia Jackson. Jackson with it into Aguero. Kimmy sends a shot and a save. Another shot on goal. Pretty good save.
Now we just got to keep going and getting more shots. Because eventually something's got to go.
Yeah. Here's another chance for JC Sure. And East High brings it out to midfield. Oh, there's an unfortunate whiff by Lyra. Now East High with a chance. 2-on-0 break.
And
Isbell.
April snags it.
April gets it. And nice boot from April. Gets it all the way to midfield. Pena with it. This one goes back in deep. And I think the wind is blowing harder now than it was during the varsity game.
I would agree with that.
I mean, it is really gale force. There's a shot and a save.
Easy save on
by
that
the
one.
East High goalkeeper. This is the longest 7 seconds in history. After all that, she threw it.
Okay, well, I can tell you, I just received a roster from our charming team manager, Amaya Bates, and the keeper for the Blue Aces is Destiny Main.
What's her name?
Destiny Main. Right there up top.
Destiny Main. Okay, I'll take that. Ashley picked that up on her phone.
You know, I'll take a roster however I can get it.
Grizzlies send it forward. It's going to go out of play and belong to the Blue Aces. 7 minutes gone, first half, no score. This is the junior varsity game. If you're just joining us thinking the varsity are going to be playing now, the varsity game was at 4 o'clock. As East High has no lights, and that's what they do when you have no lights. This one goes over the goal line. That'll be another goal kick for East High. Destiny Main's going to take this herself, it looks like. And she sends it wide to the far side. That one popped up in the air. The wind's got it. Here's a chance for Northwest. That one has popped up wide left. And it will be another goal kick for the Blue Aces, and the poor ball retriever out there is getting worn out, chasing balls that are being blown up to Newton. Out it comes to center. That's intercepted there by Sure. Now she couldn't do anything with it. She gets it right back, sends it back. Give and go back to Sure. JC now feeds it over to Jackson. And there's a chance and another save by Destiny Main. And she'll keep it scoreless. And the double Schneider is still on the board. Main punts it. Grizzlies get it back. Pena sends it forward. Now it comes back out to center.
Sent right
Grizzlies
back up.
Maintain control. Jackson feeds it wide. There's a chance for Northwest. No, a nice strip away by the Blue Aces. And I'm going to say, Ashley, the same thing I said last game. It would really behoove us to score a couple in the first half.
I would agree wholeheartedly. And we have had some great opportunities. We haven't put it in the back of the net.
Well, they've got 20 minutes to put them in. Let's get it done.
Grizzlies get it back and take it all the way down.
Down the far side comes Kimmy Aguero. Nice spin move.
And
She's got two people
center.
to beat. Beats them both. Here's a chance for Northwest and a weak shot. Now there's a better shot, and that one is blocked and goes over the top. You know, I would have bet there was a handball in there, but
well, I would.
I guess not.
Well, I mean, from here I can't tell, but it looked like
Andy is agreeing with me that there's
like
a handball in there that they missed.
Could have been in a more natural position, so therefore it's not a handball.
That one's sent out to the far side. Over here to Jackson again. Oh, down she goes hard. Wow. And no call.
Oh, wow.
J.C. Schur in the corner. Sends it back out for Aguero. Kimmy a shot, and it's blocked by the defense. Another shot. That's a save.
And
Rebound.
Oh, my goodness.
And it did not go in.
At least three shots in those.
Had three chances.
2 seconds.
Couldn't cash in any of them. Now the Grizzlies have the ball near midfield. That one is popped back up. Mariah Hood can't get a foot on it. Now this is going to go all the way back to April Isbell. April will have a goalkeeper distribution. And again, another nice boot by April.
That one may even go all the way back.
Wow. And that one went off a defender, so if it goes out, and it just did, that'll be a corner kick for Northwest. With the wind, here's a chance. A big chance.
And it looks like we've got sub coming in. Let's see if I can tell who it is.
Who that came in?
I'll have to give you the number because I have no idea.
Kimmy Aguero is going to take this corner kick.
It is number 5 that just came in.
Emmeline Edwards just came in for Northwest. We're at a disadvantage. We only have one JV roster to work with.
Yeah, so I have no idea.
There's one loose in front, and it goes over the goal line. Is that another corner? Yes, it is.
Yep.
And that one's loose in front.
And
a nice save by Destiny Main.
Great save.
Off the header. And she's going to drop one short. J.C. Schur giving chase. Now that one's sent forward. Grizzlies win it back. Here's an opportunity for Malia Jackson again. She sends it up for Jasmine Pena. Pena on the far side has a defender to beat. And that one gets tipped over the goal line, and that will be a goal kick, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it is a goal kick.
I'm so frustrated by the signaling here by the officials. It is a goal kick.
And we have another sub. Let's see.
See, I don't know. Part of it is whether he's signaling or shielding his eyes from the sun, because the guy on this side is looking into the setting sun.
Number 10 just came in for the Grizzlies.
East High with the ball at the moment. Grizzlies looking to get it back. There's a out of bounds play. We have a throw in coming for Northwest.
I want to see some. I think I have a small one.
What's that? Oh, another JV roster.
Yeah.
Hiding in the folder here.
Not that I'll be able to read it any better.
No, that's fine. Grizzlies trying to win it back. Malia Jackson sends one forward on the far side, out of bounds. Throw in by East High is intercepted. Now that one goes into the Grizzlies bench. And another throw in coming for the Blue Aces.
Malia Jackson in the middle there, trying to get to it.
Jiminy, that wind is bad. Here's one
Goes
deep.
Through and
Isbell gets it for Northwest, April will have a goalkeeper distribution. Halfway through the first half now, approaching 14 minutes, and no score yet. East High with it again. And now we have a stoppage of play and a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Northwest. Alan Peel making the call over there.
Just waiting on them to continue.
And there's a long one. Held up by the wind. April will have no problem corralling that. And she'll have another punt here. And another pretty decent boot. Going to take a big bounce and headed forward there very nicely by Kimmy Aguero. And we need some white shirts down there. There's Jackson sending one forward. Aguero fighting for it. Centered one. There's a shot. Weak shot by Wilkerson.
There's another shot.
There's a... That one went in.
That one did go in.
And there's the first goal of the day for Northwest. Now I'll give you $2 if you know who scored it.
That appeared. Oh, hold on. It appeared that it was. Hold on, Kimmy.
Point to it.
It appeared to be.
You think Kimmy did it?
I think Kimmy did it.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna text and see if I can get a response.
Well, we'll award that goal to Kimmy Aguero. Subject to change without notice. 13 minutes to go. First half, Grizzlies lead 1-0. And the ball is blown away, and we have to bring it back.
The wind has definitely picked up this half because in the first game, the ball was not rolling quite like that.
No idea what we were waiting for there, but there you got to go. A little delay in getting the clock started. That's what all the yelling was about. Here's a chance for Northwest.
Another one, Kimmy trying to get it in to take a shot.
Another shot!
And just wide.
Over the top. I like Kimmy Aguero shooting it, though.
Yes.
You know, she played in the varsity game and did not have a shot on goal in that game. So glad to see her getting some shooting in. And if memory serves me correctly, she played both halves of the varsity game. Didn't she?
Think so.
I think she did. So she'll only be able to play in the first half of this one.
And that's okay, because we can use her on the offense for sure.
That's why they got her in there now. Jackson throws it in. Intercepted. J.C. Sure giving chase. And Pena sends a long one. That'll go over the goal line wide left. And it'll be yet another goal kick for the East High Blue Aces.
And I just got confirmation it was Kimmy who scored.
What are we waiting for? They're taking their time here.
They're going on the far side there. They sent it down further. Leah Jackson gets it
Grizzlies
in the middle.
Get it back. Jackson sends one. There's nobody over here from either team. That's going to roll out and be a throw in for East.
Nice throw in, but through everybody.
Pena sends one forward weakly.
And
now there's a chance and a shot and a save by Maine.
But sent right back out, and it's cleared out by
East High will clear it out and bring it up the field. Still with it, crossing midfield now. Blue Aces working it down. They've got numbers 4-on-3. And a shot and a save by April. April right there.
Nice punt down.
Boots this one forward. Outkicked the rest of the offense.
With this type of wind, it's not hard to do.
Whoops, there's a whiff, a chance for Northwest. JC sure couldn't get the shot off.
But Kimmy did.
And there's one and a score.
Another one.
JC sure had a chance to score and did not. She couldn't get the shot off. And coming in to pick up the slack was Kimmy Aguero.
Kimmy Aguero with both.
She gets them both.
She's got them both so far.
And JC sure would have had a good shot on goal, but she gave up on that ball.
She did.
If she'd have kept going forward, she'd have run right to it. Grizzlies lead 2-0. And there's another chance for Kimmy, and a shot goes just wide left.
Yeah,
Kimmy going for the hat trick.
Yeah, why not? I mean, one or two would not hurt at this point with the way the wind is picked up.
Destiny Main will handle the goal kick herself. Keeps it short. Picked off by Northwest. Here come the Grizzlies again. Kimmy Aguero has it again. And has it stripped from her. JC sure gets it back momentarily, and now we have a foul called.
And
I have no idea what they called here.
I have no idea.
I just know it's East High's ball.
Nope, it looks like there's a couple players getting a warning, is my guess.
Well, the clock stopped at 8:39. I don't know why it stopped. I did not see a signal for stoppage.
I definitely did.
Huh?
I definitely did.
You did?
Yes.
All right. Alan Peel inviting the two ladies to dinner.
Definitely giving them a warning.
It looks like we're going to have a drop ball here. You can't cheat on a marked field. I'm sorry.
No. But people still try.
Yeah. Grizzlies trying to get it back here. And they do. They mark it downfield, already leading by a pair. Pena brought it down now. Leah Jackson couldn't get to that one. Nice ball up the near side there by Hood. Now we have another, I think this was an offside.
Nope. I think it was a handball.
Handball called. It'll be a free kick for East High. 8 minutes to go, first half. 2-0, Grizzlies lead. Out to center. As much as it could be into this wind. Here's a chance for Northwest. Kimmy Aguero gets a shot off and a save by Destiny Main. Kimmy Aguero's been all over the place. Having a pretty good game here for the JV squad.
For sure. Now we just have to, for the second half, we'll have to work on the defensive side because we've not been tested really.
Grizzlies trying to get it out. Pena wins
Jackson's got it.
Nice job. Sends it up. J.C. Shure will bring it down the floor. She sends it over here to Kimmy Aguero again. Back to Shure this time. This one goes too deep. Aguero comes back to get it. She'll center this one.
And it
I guess she won't. It went over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick for East High.
And we've got a couple of subs. Let's see, number 22 and 12. So,
both teams making substitutions here. I didn't see who came in for us.
Wait a minute. That didn't make any sense. Okay, it was number 22. Oh, we have two 12s out there. That's why. Okay, I don't know who the other 12 is. But Kylie Foreman is back out on the field.
All right, now we have a goal kick coming for East after all of that. It's kept low, and it's taken by Northwest. Here come the Grizzlies back with a chance. This one's going to go out of play. That ought to be a corner kick.
And
yeah, so that shows you what I know.
That's what I thought as well, but they've got the angle.
They gave it to East High for a goal kick. Out it comes towards center. Grizzlies giving chase as East High brings it down the floor on the far side. Right now they're going 1-on-3. There's a shot that goes off the side of the net.
And he just called a PK.
Now we are stopping. What's this for?
I'm not entirely sure.
Is he awarding a penalty
He
kick?
is awarding a penalty kick, but I did not see what it was for. I don't quite understand.
Well, this is interesting. I have no idea what this is for. I'm sorry, I didn't see anything, so I obviously missed it.
I didn't either.
April will have to face a PK here. Still awaiting the PK. Don't mean to give you a bunch of dead air, but we're just waiting. That one's off the crossbar.
No, it was.
The rebound goes in.
It was actually off of the goalpost, the football goalpost. So it is a goal kick.
I thought it went off the.
Nope.
You sure it went off the football?
I am 100%
I'll take your word for it. Well,
100%.
no goal then.
I'm okay with that.
Play continues. A break for Northwest. I guess we could say justice was served.
Yeah.
Aguero again with it. Sends it up to Jackson. Kylie Foreman trying to win it back. Now we have one up to Jasmine Pena. Pena on the near side. Has a player on her. Sends it to Kimmy Aguero. Aguero tried to split the legs of the defender, unable to do so. Still maintains control though. Jackson tried to send it up. That didn't work either. Jackson sends one to the far side. Nobody's home, and now we have a stoppage of play. Looks like we have a foul.
Yep, there was definitely a foul on the Grizzlies.
Three minutes and change remaining. First half. Grizzlies lead 2-0. Free kick is low and chipped out of play. In fact, that's going to come over here. My 8th save of the night.
8th save. You're on a roll tonight, Kevin.
Something wrong?
I said you're on a roll tonight with your number of saves.
Ball sent forward. Kylie Foreman sends it across. East High brings it up now. Far side.
Looks like it.
Grizzlies will get the throw in as it went out of play.
Only 2 minutes to go.
Ball comes in and East High wins it. And they've got some numbers. Grizzlies get it back for the moment. That one goes up the line on the far side. Now it goes out of play. The wind got it. Boy, the wind got it. It took an immediate 90-degree right turn.
Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of a combination of a shank and the wind helping out.
It is a tough wind tonight.
And that one looks like will be another throw-in for the Grizzlies.
And bringing it down, Kimmy Aguero again.
Another shot before the half.
3 Grizzlies there. Get the shot off, ladies.
Pena trying.
Still loose in front. Now that one's going to go over the goal line, and that will be, I'm sure, a goal kick. Inside 1 minute to go in the first half. And the goal kick taken. 20 seconds of wind left. Let's get something.
Foreman.
Another loose ball in front. East High wins it, and that's going to do it. 8 seconds to go now. 3, 2, 1. We are at halftime of the junior varsity contest. Northwest 2. And East High nothing. We're going to take a commercial timeout, make some exorbitant profits here, and then we'll be back with more. Maybe we need to put all these in the same place. Okay, folks, we'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
Means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita, and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Welcome back to East High, everyone. With Ashley Isbell, Kevin Arkin with you, and the Grizzlies are, I didn't think that was right. The Grizzlies are leading by 2 here at halftime on a couple goals by Kimi Aguirre. Now they have the hard job. They have to play the next 30 minutes into the stiff breeze. So East High will probably spend the entire game down here at the north end. In front of April Isbell.
Which is not my favorite, but it comes par with the course.
We'll see what happens here. Refs can get this going anytime.
Yeah, let's get a go. Let's go on.
Yep.
I want to eat before. My goal now is to eat before 8:30.
Yeah.
If I can eat before 8:30, that'd be fantastic.
And again, we're on the air at 4:45 on Thursday as we take on the Derby Panthers in our home opener. Looking forward to that.
I'm definitely looking forward to being at home, having a home game.
I cannot even hear you, and I'm standing next to you. That's how bad this wind is.
Oh my gosh! I'm looking forward to the game on Thursday.
Grass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
I'm tired of playing on turf. Although we're going to see a lot more of it. Thursday night we'll be back on turf out at Stryker, taking on Cape and Mount Carmel. And we'll be on the air Thursday. This is next week I'm talking about. A week from now we'll be on the air at 4:45 from Stryker, and in between we entertain the North High Red Hawks, at Northwest on Tuesday. Grizzlies will kick off here to start the second half, and they will play from right to left into the brisk 35-mile-an-hour wind. I can't even hear the whistles. The guy's standing right in front of me. I can't hear his whistle. It's so windy.
That's why I have one ear out, so I can hear the whistle.
Grizzlies trying to work it up, and Hunter Hinkle sends one forward. First time we've called her number tonight. Malia Jackson can't keep it up. And here comes one that goes out of play. That'll belong to Northwest. And that ball's rolling all the way back to April Isbell, borne by the wind. Yeah, don't go way back there.
Yeah, please don't.
Come up here where the action is. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hinkle throws it in. Kylie Foreman sends one forward to J.C. Sure, all the way up to Jasmine Pena. Now that one is deflected. It's going to go out. Who's it going to belong to?
And it'll be for the Grizzlies.
And we'll take that. Keep the ball down there, and they can't score on you. I've learned that.
That'd be fantastic.
Kylie Foreman will throw it in, and does so, chested by Pena. Back to Foreman. Foreman back to Jackson. East High gets a foot on it, and here come the Blue Aces back down the floor. A lot of running on the far side of the field over there. And a good job by Mariah Hood to hold up traffic long enough for it to go out of play.
And we have a Grizzly throw-in.
Back in it comes. East High wins it. Nice trap that time, and it's sent up here to Kylie Foreman. Foreman sends a long one forward. That was in the direction of Jasmine Pena. Couldn't quite get to it, and East High wins it and comes back with it. And we have a whistle and a foul on.
Apparently handball. And handball on the Grizzlies.
Looks like an obstruction foul of some kind.
Well, it sounded like
since this is indirect.
It sounded like he said handball.
Grizzlies win it back, bringing it down now. Foreman with it at the 40. Sends a long one down. There's nobody home. Wind's going to blow that one out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Blue Aces. Nice ball there by J.C. Sure. Foreman sends it forward for Pena. Pena with some room, get back to Sure. J.C. sends it up the middle. Kylie Foreman gets a shot off. And Destiny Main with the save. That's not any of our paperwork blowing around down there, is it?
It shouldn't be, because I've got everything in my...
Okay.
Well, but we'll find out. Nope, it's not ours.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm almost certain that one is not ours.
There we go. That was our paperwork. East High running it down the floor. This is their first big rush of the second half. That one goes over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for April Isbell and company. 4 minutes gone, second half, 2-0 Grizzlies. Varsity lost earlier by the same score. That one's in the air on the far side. J.C. Sure sends one up to Jasmine Pena. Pena at midfield sends one wide. It's going to be too wide and go out of play and belong to East High. Throw in quickly. Grizzlies with it, bringing it down. Foreman sends it across again, and that's going to go way out of bounds. There wasn't anybody near her. It'll be another throw in for East High.
Hey, but we're
almost like Kylie panicked on that one.
Yeah, but we're not near our goal, so if we can keep it down here, that'd be great. JC Sure taking it down.
She's been busy so far this half. Here's Hunter Hinkle coming up from her defensive spot. That one chipped forward by the defense of East. And here's a run through, and we're in trouble. 2010 shot off the post. Oh my goodness.
But
rebound blocked by the defense. Grizzlies trying to control the ball and get it out of there. That one goes over the goal line. It will be a goal kick.
And we have a couple of subs coming in. Let's see if I can tell who it is.
You're going to have to tell me because I can't tell you who those are.
Looks like number 9, number 2, and I did not get the other one. Number 3.
Lexi Carr just came in, number 3.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
What did I just say? Number 9, Elizabeth Patterson.
Okay.
And yeah, I can't remember. I think it might be Emmeline Edwards.
April will send one up the middle. Kept it low to keep it from getting blown away, and still only got it out to the 30. East High gets it, sends it forward. There's a shot. Blocked by the defense. Oh, and rebound.
And a rainbow.
Wow. That one went right over April's head and into the corner. I thought that was going over the top.
I thought it was too, and I wonder if April did.
Wow. So it's 2-1.
But that's okay.
22 to go here in the game. Grizzlies will kick it off again. Boy, that was a weird goal if I ever saw one.
Yeah,
I think April was probably as surprised as anybody in the building. That one gets kicked out of play. It's going to come right for us.
Yep.
And my 9th save of the night. Grizzlies get it. Out of bounds off of Hunter Hinkle, so it'll be a throw in for East High. Going back deep. Are they going to let it roll out? Yes, they are. Goal kick Northwest.
JC Shore just came back on along with Kylie Foreman. It looks like they're going to be playing in more of a defensive role.
Oh, intercepted by East. Here's a problem. Shot coming. April's there to snag it away. A break for Northwest. That one goes out of play. East High will get the throw in here.
Looks like coach is trying to maybe. Yep.
That one goes out off of Grizzly.
Bad throw in, and so they are going to get turned over to the Grizzlies.
Nicely done. Another break for Northwest. Grizzlies trying to get something going here, and East High is getting it back again. Every time they get it, it's trouble because of the wind. Nice play there, if I do say so, by that young lady.
There we go.
Whose number we can't even see because her hair is so long. That one goes out of play. That'll belong to the Blue Aces. Never seen a ball retriever wearing a backpack.
Me neither.
She's going to be tired when this one's over.
Yeah, I don't think they realize how much running they will be doing.
Ball comes in. Who's going to get down there? Kylie Foreman gets down there to pick it off, and April sends it out of play, and that's a smart move by April.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Ball will belong to East, and they'll get to throw it in here deep in Grizzly territory. East High subbing in a player. That's what we're waiting for here. 18:20 to go, clock running. Grizzlies lead 2-1. come the Grizzlies back maybe. Good play by Patterson to get it forward. East High intercepts and sends it back. And it goes out of play. That will belong to East High.
Okay, it is the Grizzly throw-in.
That's interesting. Alan Peel's call, and he signaled it for East.
Well, and the referee on this side said that it was...
Like I said, it was Alan Peel's call. On the other side, he was closer.
Well, that's what they went for.
Guess it was an easy sell. East puts it into the penalty area, kicked right back in.
Looks like there's a little bit of back and forth. Just need the Grizzlies to get it back out.
There's the shot. April's there.
April sends it out. And looks like it's going to handball.
Calling a foul on Lexi Carr. Free kick for East. I don't think that's 10 yards, Lexi.
I don't think so either, but if they're gonna make, they're gonna still try to take it.
Weaver comes in and moves them back. You can't cheat when it's marked. I'm sorry, that just won't work. They can count to 10. Loose ball. East High with it. There's a shot blocked.
And
now we have another foul, and it's going to be against Northwest. Just outside the penalty area, if my eyesight is good.
Yep, that is correct. And I think it was a handball just outside the box. Thankfully, it was not in the box. I don't want another PK.
Look at him moving the line back again. He's giving him a chewing. You tell him, Alan. Whistle blows, and there we go.
And it nicely done by Malia.
Kick it out. Now it's going to go right back down. Hinkle got a foot on it. Couldn't control it. Now it gets knocked over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. 15 to go in the game. Grizzlies lead 2-1.
Grizzlies bringing in another sub, and it looks like to be Jasmine Pena.
I don't think I'm going to be able to hear for 2 days after this is over.
Probably not.
This wind is just messing up my hearing. Not that it needs any help. April with it. Sent it to the far side. Grizzlies, you need to work it up, and that's not the way to do it. April will punt this one, no doubt. She does. It's short. Pretty good into the wind, actually.
Yeah. And it's a throw-in for the Blue Aces.
Now we're looking straight into the setting sun. Gosh, I hate this place.
I wasn't sure. I thought, this was one
about
of
the
your
setting
favorites.
sun, or whether or not I hated this place.
Whether or not you hated this place.
Trust me, I hate this place. I feel sorry for the East players. The district should have given them better facilities than they have.
And Grizzlies trying to work it up.
Yeah, they got it inside the 30 now. And that's going to be a throw in for Northwest.
Apparently.
What?
Yeah, I don't
think so. I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Here comes the Blue
East High
Aces.
brings it down. Hunter Hinkle giving defensive pressure. And April will pick it up. Had a little diving going on down there. That was intended for Pena, but it was intercepted. Grizzlies back to midfield with it. Pena comes back. Jackson goes forward. Jackson gets it, sends it wide. And there's a long one on the far side. Patterson couldn't get to it. That one goes into the Grizzlies bench, and it will be a throw in for Northwest.
We have a couple more subs coming in. Trying to see. It's hard to see into the sun.
That one is sent down the far side, and everybody giving chase. East High with it. April intercepts it and sends it wide to the near side. It's going to go out of play, though, and it belongs to the Blue Aces.
And that's okay.
Quick throw in. Aces control it. Northwest trying to get it back down. I will say they've done a good job against the wind of at least getting it away from their own goal.
Oh, absolutely. They have. They've done a great job.
Be nice to get another goal, though. That one goal lead is pretty precarious.
Yes, especially with about 10 minutes to go.
On the far side, it goes out of play, and it will belong to... Or do we have a foul here? Alan Peel seems to indicate a foul.
Yep. Looks like it
will be
foul on the Grizzlies.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
I didn't either.
He sure did, though. He was very demonstrative pointing it out, so I'm sure he saw something over there. Free kick goes into the penalty area, and April will get it. And she'll punt it over here on the near side. That's probably going to stay in. I didn't know what the wind was going to do to that one.
I know you don't. I mean,
Pena brings it down. It's chipped out of play. That should belong to Northwest.
And we have a few subs coming in. And, yeah, I'm not going to even try to decide on who's coming in. But it looks like, let's see, I can tell.
Malia Jackson will throw it in for the Grizzlies. To J.C. Schur. Schur looking for some help.
And take a shot.
Oh, come on, get there.
Take a shot,
Oh,
JC.
she couldn't get the shot off.
Jasmine Pena gets
Come on,
it
Pena.
back and takes a shot.
She shoots it. It's deflected. And the rebound is knocked over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for East High, but
Great
again,
job.
good offensive play by the Grizzlies.
Great job, Grizzlies.
Awaiting the goal kick here. awaiting the goal kick. Now it comes. Intercepted by Pena and knocked out of play. That will belong to, I didn't see it because the ball boys were in the way. Ball girls, excuse me. So it belongs to East. Out to center at the 40. Ace is bringing it down the floor. Nice job. Hunter Hinkle to intercept it. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson, a nice pass to Schur. She sent it forward. That was intended for Pena, but she couldn't get to it. Now Hood goes all the way over. Hood still with it. And that's knocked out. That should be a throw in for us, and it is. And yeah, I was going to say you're 20 yards too far up. Referees caught that. Ball comes in, intercepted by the Blue Aces. Now the Grizzlies get it back. Nice run by J.C. Schur.
Well,
sends it forward, nobody home. East High wins it back. Pena steps up there to deflect that pass. Down the far side it goes. And whose ball is it?
Looks like
they're acting like it's ours. So.
Looks like it's the Grizzlies.
They switch it off as Grizzlies make a sub, I believe.
I think both teams had one sub come in.
Throw in comes in now, towards center. In front, there's a chance for East. Good defense by the Grizzlies back line on that one.
Looks like we're going to have a corner kick.
That does appear to be so. East High will have it with the wind. And it's very short, goes over the goal line. We're going to do it all over again. Inside 5 minutes left in the game. Grizzlies lead 2-1.
And looks like they're letting the couple subs come in.
Well, they're making them put the flag back. The wind has blown over the flag, 3 of the 4 flags.
Yeah.
Now Alan Peel's going to put the flag where he wants it.
Where it belongs.
In the air it goes, and loose in front.
And goes in. That one was definitely harder to see.
2 weird scores here. We're tied at 2 with 4 minutes to go. Each team all the goals tonight, by the way, have been scored at that end.
Yes.
All 6 of them with the wind. So that tells you how bad the wind is. So each team in this game has taken advantage of the wind to score twice. And with Grizzlies kick off.
Let's see if the Grizzlies can take advantage and score against the wind. We've had some great opportunities against the wind.
And Pena's getting called for a foul.
just under 3:30 to go, and there's still a good chance. Goes all
Here's
the way through,
trouble.
but that is definitely
with a capital
trouble.
T. April is there.
Fantastic save by April.
Out of play it goes. Boy, April Isbell came up big.
She sure did.
In case you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen, or needed to be reminded, junior varsity games do not go into overtime. The score will stand at the end of regulation. Boy, that one had, the wind got that one, it went straight up again.
Grizzlies fighting for it on the far side. They regain.
You know, as much
Very
as I
briefly.
love spring soccer and watching the ladies play, I hate the wind in the spring.
I would agree.
It is so windy here in the springtime.
And it looks like it might roll out for a Grizzly throw-in.
Grizzlies will get it with 2 minutes to go. What are we waiting for? There we go.
There we go. Throw into Jackson, but it goes
Yeah,
back out to...
They'll turn it over to East. East pops it in. Grizzlies, you need to bring it up. Bring it up.
And
East takes it away. This is trouble. Good stop back by the back line there. Good job to clear it to center. Now here comes Northwest. Pena with it at midfield back to Pena. 20-10. And it's knocked out of play by East High, and it will be a throw in. Oh my goodness, they gave it to East. Ball popped around there in the end zone. Pena centers one, and it's taken there by Destiny Main. That was a pretty nice try, though, by
good
Jasmine
effort.
Pena.
Definitely good effort by the Grizzlies. Yeah, Grizzlies can stay up top.
Come on, get one quick.
Okay, don't stop, Grizzlies.
Get one
Don't
quick.
stop.
You got 15 seconds to do it. Pena on the near side again. One last rush.
1.
And that'll do it.
That is the game.
So the junior varsity game ends in a 2-2 tie. The varsity lost 2-0, and that will wrap it up here at East High for tonight. A reminder that we're on the air Thursday, 4:45 for the home opener. If you can't come see us, come watch us on NWHS Grizz. For Andy Isbell and Ashley Isbell, Kevin Arkin saying thanks for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Have a good night.